Hi guys, how's everyone? I'm Basia, and I just want to say a big thank you for everyone who sent messages about the last video, everyone who liked, who subscribed, who shared the video with their friends. I'm really grateful. I wasn't expecting it, and honestly, much love to all of you guys. Thank you. And if you're new here, I'm Basia, and I am going to be talking about natural hair. So this is episode 2, part 2 of Natural Hair 101. So I tried filming this video last week and this happened. But I don't know. So I just, oh no, don't die, don't die. Why does this always happen? Are you kidding me? Oh my, The camera's gonna die, in case you didn't notice. People have. I'm gonna go more into that. Honestly, I'm just starting to think it's not my day. Yeah. Okay, now I'm here. So I'm gonna talk about in this video I'm gonna talk about the hair typing system, which I kind of mentioned briefly in the last video, like type 3, type 4, but I never explained what it was. Apologies about that, but I'm going to explain it now. And I'm also going to talk through this, I'm going to talk about good hair and shrinkage, all that jazz. So the hair typing system was created by Andre Walker in the 1990s. He's Oprah Winfrey's hairstylist, and I think the reason why I created this was for a product line he was doing. So it kind of evolved to the point that people now use it to this day for describing what their hair is, more so in the natural hair community, with like type 4, type 3, type 2, type 1, all of that. So there's 4 different categories, as you kind of just saw. There's 4 different categories, and within them they have subcategories. And so for type 1 is straight hair, type 2 is wavy hair, type 3 is curly hair, and type 4 is coily, kinky hair. I have type 4 hair, and the hair typing system, so it's split into A, B, C, and it's kind of like the looser to the tightest curl in each of those categories. And the hair typing system isn't like a bad thing. The hair typing system is actually pretty good in terms of like products. So for natural hair products, they'll kind of separate it out by hair. This would work more for type 4 hair, or type 3, type 2. And so it's not a bad thing. It's this is my opinion on it, guys. I'm just gonna say it's my opinion, but I don't mind it. I like it, but there's pros and cons, and I think the con is that people get really caught up in the hair typing system. They get caught up in being put in those categories, which is kind of wild, because if you really think about it, I think the original one that he created didn't have 4C hair or 3C hair. That wasn't included. It was just like 3A, 3B, 4A, 4B in those categories. And it's only as it evolved that people added 4C to it or 3C to it. So it's like, if it already evolved that people added this because it wasn't in the hair typing system, it's saying that like we're not constrained to these categories. And so I just say I have type 4 hair. Not because I have a problem with saying I have 4C hair, 4B hair, 4A hair. It's because different parts of my hair have looser or tighter curl patterns. So the back of my hair is looser, whilst I can tell that the crown here is like a lot tighter, and the center of my head is slightly looser, but not as loose as the back of my hair. But the thing is, there's also a lot of things that kind of change how your hair would look, so it won't necessarily look like one of these categories. So how dense your hair is, like if it's thick or not. Even the length of your hair will kind of change a bit what your curl pattern looks like, because the longer your hair gets, the heavier your hair gets, and because of that weight, the looser your curls will be. And so, like a coil. So, hi again, everybody. It's me, your girl. And this girl just went on to a new topic. So, I'm not talking about shrinkage. It kind of intertwines. So, bear with me. I will get better at this, I promise. But for now, we're going to learn about shrinkage. Okay, bye-bye. So, like, those, like, are they called slinkies? Those slinkies. And when you, like, pull them out and then you bounce it back, they just shoop back up. That's shrinkage. Shrinkage is not a bad thing at all. So I have my hair in twist. This is my first time doing these. I don't really do many. I'm not sure if these count as mini, but I'm gonna call them mini twists. You can kind of see how to explain. So I'm gonna pull one of my hair. So this is what my hair is stretch. It's also tied up, so I can't really pull it down, but like this is it. And it shrinks back up. So this is it stretched and this is just shrunken. And you might not be able to tell these two little twists I have in the front. This one is longer than this one. Not because they're different lengths. It's because when I tied my hair back yesterday, this one got more stretched than this one because they're the same length. But this one looks a lot longer. I'm not sure if you can see that. Shrinkage isn't a bad thing. Shrinkage is kind of like what people kind of look at when they are trying to figure out what your curl pattern is. But it kind of signifies kind of health. So like if you were to use heat on your hair, heat damage is a thing. We all know it. Hopefully we haven't all experienced it, but we all know it. And when your hair, especially for like type 3, type 4 hair, which is what I'm going to really talk about in this video. If you like were straightening your hair and you put water in it and everything and you're washing it and it doesn't shrink up back to its original position, you probably have heat damage. I'm just saying. So people say, oh no, my hair's heat trained. Like, no, that's damage. But whatever floats your boat. It happens. It's not the end of the world. But shrinkage is kind of a sign of health. So some people have like hate shrinkage. Like sometimes it's like, I got length, see the length, but like y'all don't know it because my hair shrinks up all the way up to my scalp kind of vibe. But it's not a bad thing. You can stretch your hair if you want. There's healthy ways to stretch your hair. You can braid it up, but it's whether you want to or not. I don't let my hair shrink up all the way. I always have it either twisted or in braids after I wash my hair because I don't like dealing with tangles. So that's just life. And next thing is the dimension. Yeah, so hair curl changes with length. So my opinion is like there's pros, there's cons to the hair typing system. Don't get so caught up in being put into a category. Just as long as your hair is healthy, that's really all that matters. Now we're gonna get into like good hair. People have this whole perception of good hair, good natural hair. So type 4 is not in a good zone apparently. It's type 3 that's in a good zone because your hair it's curly, but it's not coily. Because coily is bad apparently. Type 4 hair is kind of harder to manage. I don't even think it is, but people say that. I can't tell you because I've never had type 3 hair, so I can't speak for people with type 3 hair. But that's what people think. So when people find out that I was even going natural, they'll say like, oh, what if you don't have good hair? Like it's good if you, like going natural is great if you have the good hair. But what if you have the bad hair? Good hair, this is type 3. You see this as well in media now. Now that they're introducing or embracing natural hair more, you can see there's a certain type of natural hair that they're embracing, and it's not necessarily type 4 hair. It's like you're picking and choosing which natural hair you want to embrace, and you can't do that. You have to take all of us. We're all here. That is something that has happened. Things I've heard. I've actually heard when people found out I was transitioning to natural hair. So there's that. I could go on for a bit about good hair, but I'm just gonna say good hair is healthy hair. No. Oh yeah, and then it kind of went from good hair being like curly hair, but if you have type 4 hair, good hair is if your hair is long. So I don't necessarily think I have long hair. My hair kind of goes around here when it's stretched. But I don't never really have it stretched that much anyway. But like it kind of goes from like, oh, your hair's good now because your hair is longer. Again, I'm gonna say it again. Just get it into your brain. Good hair is healthy hair. You can see if you look at the hair typing system that type 4 is the one we have to walk towards, apparently, because type 3 is seen as a good hair, so slowly getting there. Wavy hair was fine, straight hair was fine. Type 3, yeah, we can manage. Type 4 is like, but that's just like it's getting better. I always say it is getting better, and that kind of concludes this video. I don't want to go too long, and thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, and you can like, you can subscribe, you can do all that jazz, share with your friends for people who want to understand what natural hair is. Hopefully this is a nice and easy way for people to understand, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. And yeah, what else do I need to say? There's something else I wanted to say. Oh yeah, like everything will be in the description box. Look in the description box for anything I forgot that I'm going to remember when I edit this video. And thank you. Bye. Peace and love.
For people to call small to colonize optimism. Unaffected inmate registries that they put me in prison. I sold the answers in linen.